Just a cheetah here, scouting out the Cheetos delivery route. Man, those other cheese puffs ain't nothing but fluff to this Cheetos buff. I'm the polka dot pursuiter on my bad motor scooter. After the one and only Cheetos! It's not easy being cheesy.
Cheetos, the cheese that goes crunch.
And to think I could have married a man who drank just plain orange juice.
I told you life with me would be paradise.
Introducing Dole Paradise Fruits, 100% natural tropical juices in fresh combinations that are a delicious change from the ordinary.
Pineapple, orange, guava, pineapple, passion, banana.
Passion? Passion? We'll have another.
Life's a little fresher with Dole.
I want some golden, crispy, crunchy fries. Give a Micro Magic right now. For golden, crispy, crunchy fries in 2 minutes. Give a Micro Magic right now.
Introducing softness that lasts for hours, even after hand washing. New Eversoft lotion from Jergens. It won't wash off the next time you wash up. Eversoft lotion, softness that lasts, even after hand washing.
If your doctor has recommended fiber laxatives and you like the results, but you don't like those glasses of thick liquid, now there's FiberCon, concentrated fiber action in easy-to-swallow tablets. Ask your doctor about FiberCon.
If you talk with your hands, repeat after me. Maybelline long-wearing nail color. Because if you want beautiful nails that last more than a minute, long-wearing speaks for itself. Smart, beautiful, Maybelline.
Look at these baskets, Allie. These are
beautiful.
They really are. And look, these are weeds.
What are you doing with these weeds, Rob?
I'm telling you, believe it or not, you can make these baskets out of weeds. And our guest is professional artist Judy Mulford, who teaches classes in basketry. Hi, Judy. Nice to see you again.
Hi, Judy.
Nice to be
These are
back.
awesome.
Now, really, did you just use this type of weeds?
Yes.
Where do you find these
well,
weeds?
you can get them in your garden. If you're not a good gardener, they'll grow really long.
You can get them in Rob's garden.
You made a lot of people really happy with that statement.
Or
Judy.
you can get them in vacant lots or along the street or up in the woods. So, but if you pick the weeds and they still have the roots on them, or even if you cut them, let them dry a little bit, because otherwise, if they're too green, the basket
You just
will...
lay them out in the sun?
Yeah,
or
just
hang them up?
you know, for a couple of days.
Couple of days.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, what are we going to need? Give us the basic
The
equipment here.
basic would be a pair of scissors, some string, and a needle with a large eye on it, and some weeds. And that's all you do.
Weeds, needle, thread, needle
Right.
string, really, and
Yeah,
scissors.
yeah, or yarn or whatever you
can
want to
have weeds,
use.
you can
Yeah,
go Rob's
anything.
backyard.
Thank you,
Then you
Allie.
take, to begin the basket, you start at the very bottom, excuse me, Rob,
Okay.
right at the very bottom of the basket there. And you take just a bunch of green, this time not dry, and tie it into a knot. And tie your string right through the
Into the
center,
knot.
into the knot.
So you got two knots so
So,
far.
yeah, so not on top. Then basically you will just be going around in a circle, taking a stitch into the center to
The
form
knot,
a...
just wrapping it
Right,
around,
just
like a
sewing,
coil, huh?
sewing in.
Okay.
Then you'll get larger and larger and larger like this, and you can see...
We would hope so. Right.
how the
Show them
needle...
how to take a stitch?
Well, the needle is pointed right into it, because this would be facing you.
All
So
right.
essentially, you would just pull it through. Would you like to just pull it through?
Rob knows I'm a great sewer,
You old
everybody, huh?
crap. In fact, you wouldn't believe it, but Allie sewed me this jacket yesterday after the show.
Okay, so what that does is just sew
Look at
one
that.
row to the next.
Great. All right.
Then,
Now what happens?
If you want to add to... May I have one of your weeds, Rob?
Yeah, here.
Just
you didn't have a
one.
weed.
Just
Just pick a
one
weed.
Pick a
You
weed.
need to add to this, too. So you just take the end of the weed and stick it into the bundle like that. So that
So
gives
it
you
keeps
your...
getting it longer and
Yeah,
longer?
it just
Feeding it.
keeps... You have to feed into the
Very
bundle.
clever.
Then if you want to turn the basket up so that you have these designs on it, what we would do, I've started this, is that I would be working like this and turning the basket away from me to turn the basket up.
And you just folded some flowers in there,
I would take a little bouquet like this of flowers.
Of course, they're dried weed flowers.
These are dried weed flowers.
You also get in Rob's backyard.
Yes, and then I just lay them in like this and continue taking the stitches that I would do.
That's beautiful.
So that is how we add on all of these.
How long, Judy, how long is this going to take, honestly? Is this something weeks, months, years?
No. The big basket would take, maybe a day. But these little ones I did actually out in a little canyon area and just plucked the grasses. In fact, these are roots here from the end. Like this one, are actually sticking out right here on the basket. So the roots become part of the design, and the grasses are just in it. And this is just the end part that's just twisted over as they
So you stopped and then made a big twist.
Yeah,
and
just twisted it and then brought it around there to finish it off. And you want everything hanging out of it, like all the ends. These are dry ones.
Now, this is a green one.
These are green.
This is what it looks like when it dries.
Yeah, these are like 3 years old.
And rather than string, you use, what's this stuff
called? This is called raffia, and it comes from, you get it in a hank like this or in a package of different colors from hobby stores, and it comes from a palm tree in Madagascar. So you can, I think this is like $3.50 for this.
But I just want to show you this, we put ribbon around. You put ribbon.
Yeah, I just wove that in and then just wrapped it around there. So
this looks like a bouquet that we've got on our...
Well. Now this one, I didn't even gussy it up, and it looks kind of funny, but this is a year old. It came off my dining room table early this morning. And all I do is take fresh flowers, and when I have company or entertain or have classes, I take fresh flowers and I just stick them in like this.
And they just dry by themselves?
They die.
They die by themselves.
And it really is pretty.
Hey, Rob, you could just hop right in the basket.
Well, thank you.
And you do that all the way around it. You only need like 8 or 10.
Newsletter number 68. Newsletter number 68 is going to have all of Judy Mulford's instructions for making baskets out of weeds. Judy, good to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming by.
I'm going to make one of these.
Stay with us because next you'll learn how to get the insurance coverage you need and still save some money.
Where can you find a bull in a bubble bath? Or a goose in galoshes? Only in new Crayola coloring books. With mazes, pictures to complete, and more. New Crayola coloring books. A whole new world of imagination.
I'm talking cookout. I'm talking some kind of Louis Rich cookout. Pile it on, Henry. On the bun, hun. And everybody's having a ton of fun.
Louis Rich cold cuts and hot dogs. The people you love, love them. Made from Louis Rich turkey, so they're up to 98% fat-free.
Talking about a Louis Rich cookout. Pass the coleslaw. Everybody loves every bite. That's more like it, Henry. Louis Rich turkey, the turkey worth talking about. Yeah.
Aquafresh case history, 75.
I don't know much about fluoride, but I do know that I've never had a cavity in my whole life. I'm not an expert on plaque either, but my dentist says that my gums are healthy. I've been brushing with Aquafresh since I was a kid.
Aquafresh, more than cavity protection, triple protection.
Nothing can tear a kid's eyes away from new Jell-O 1, 2, 3 dessert. What can compete with a dessert that forms 3 layers right before your eyes? New Jell-O 1, 2, 3, the dessert that tops itself.
Originally, I was taking aspirin for my headaches. Aspirin would sometimes irritate my stomach, and I called the doctor, and he told me to try Tylenol. It wouldn't cause the stomach irritation that aspirin can. Tylenol really worked for me. It got rid of my headaches. I didn't have any problems after I took Tylenol.
Lana Carson trusts Tylenol. Its pain reliever is in a class by itself.
It's a wonderful pain reliever for me, and it works great.
I didn't always look like this. It took a lot of work and a lot of help from this 1-calorie Diet A&W root beer. Now I look so good I have a blind date with a Hollywood star.
Hi.
Pour yourself a Diet A&W.
I say wow.
Well, yes, you may.
Wow.
This man means business.
I love women.
Wow.
He's hard to resist and so easy to love.
Well, that's a start.
Jackson Montgomery, only on All My Children.
Wow.
And today we do start our series on protecting your future. We're going to talk about the things every woman must know about insurance, about law, and money, beginning today with homeowners insurance.
Good. And family insurance expert Sam Beller's here to show us how to save money and still get the best coverage.
Hello, Sam.
Hi,
nice
Sam.
to have you with us.
Hi, how are you today?
Well, we're pretty good, but we need to know a little bit more about insurance. Let's talk about selecting the right homeowners insurance. How do you go about doing that?
Well, every state has different rules and regulations regarding homeowners insurance.
Mm-hmm.
However, most use a numerical sequence, homeowners 1, 2, 3. What I suggest to people is they sit down with an agent that they feel comfortable with to discuss their needs, what it is that they're looking for, and have the agent help them to select the policy that's best for them.
What is homeowners 1, 2, 3? What's the difference between 1, 2, and 3?
The higher the number, generally the more that it covers.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, then how do you determine the correct amount that you need to be correctly covered?
Well, you should cover your dwelling for the replacement cost of the dwelling. Many people underinsure. They buy a policy when they buy their house and then never increase it after that.
And out here in California, with the real estate going up, and so, you know, if you bought your house 5 years ago, you don't have enough insurance probably right now.
Exactly, and what happens is if you have a partial loss, you will not collect the full amount. And a lot of people all of a sudden find they've had a $5,000 or $10,000 loss, and they become what's called co-insurers. So that's one of the major things you should watch out for, and every 18 months update your
Can you get
insurance.
overinsured?
Oh yes, you can, very easily. Because many people also do exactly the opposite. They say, well, I have a house that I can sell for $250,000, and they buy $250,000 of insurance. When in actuality, the dwelling itself may be $100,000 or $125,000
So
or
you're insuring
$120,000.
the dirt, you're just wasting
That's
money.
right.
Now, for the things that are inside your house, you keep an inventory, which we should keep an inventory anyway. What happens if someone comes in and steals it?
Okay.
I always wonder, what do you do with it?
One of the things that you should do is go around your home. Take out a sheet of paper. Go through each room. Into the bedroom, for example.
List every single thing?
List
There's a
everything
good list right
that's
here,
there.
as a matter of fact.
Oh, there we go.
And take a look, and you have a bed, approximately what the value is.
Sure.
Drawers.
Is that what it would be worth or what you paid for it? Because I shop at garage
It's
sales,
the-
so...
So Allie's, the total,
$1?
right, $3 is Allie's bedroom worth right now.
Okay, it's the depreciated replacement cost is what's
Replacement.
used.
Okay.
And it's also a percentage of the face amount of your homeowner's policy. So again, in some cases it's 40%, some 50%, some 60%. That's why you need an agent to sit down with you that goes over these
How can you
things.
prove what the things are worth? I mean, do you have to have receipts for them?
What
or
you should do is keep receipts on any major items that you buy. If you buy something for $10, you don't necessarily need a receipt, but if
Oh,
you
well.
buy a bed for, say, $600 or $700 or $1,000 or something like that, certainly keep the receipt.
And should you, take a picture of it or something to prove what it is?
Many people go around now and they start taking videotapes. I think that those things are a little bit unnecessary, but I think if you have a list, insurance companies are very funny. If you have some evidence of value, they are much more amenable to quickly paying a claim.
Let's talk about liability coverage. What do you need to know about liability coverage?
Liability
I need
coverage
to know
is...
everything.
Yeah, well, it's a complicated subject.
Liability coverage is probably the most important segment of any homeowner's policy. We live in a very litigious society, and people are suing for everything, and the awards that courts are giving are unbelievable. Many people are sitting around with homeowners policies that have, say, $100,000 of liability insurance. The difference between $100,000 and $500,000 of liability insurance may be less than $50 in premium. I think that people have to consider those things. Also, there are things called umbrella policies that you should discuss with your agent.
Absolutely. It's sort of a separate deal, and it covers all
Now,
sorts
you
of...
just mentioned the word premium. Premiums, some of them are so expensive. How do you keep your premium down? I mean, what kind of things can you do so that you don't have to pay such a big
amount?
amount?
There are a number of things. First, the deductibles. Many people have their, again, old homeowners policies that have $100 or $250 deductibles. You can reduce your premium by sometimes $100 or $200 by increasing your deductible from $100 to $500. Now you're paying $200 to buy $400 worth of insurance, and you're not going to put in a claim for $150 anyway.
That's right. So that would save you about $100 a year.
$100 or $200 a year, yes. The other thing is that if you put in a burglar alarm and or a fire alarm, but they must be an alarm that goes to the police station or the fire station.
Are those expensive to put in?
Not really, because you're getting a reduction, again, of $100 or $200 a year.
It's not just, don't go out and put it in and say, hey, I'm going to say, it's got to be plugged into the police and the fire department.
And you have to you make sure that you let the insurance company know that you put one in. Yeah. If they don't know it, they can't give you the reduction in premium. Those things are extremely important.
And also, if you're in an apartment or renting a house, you should also think about apartment and renters insurance.
Well, they have a homeowner's tenants policy that's available. Remember, you are not responsible for anything that happens outside of your apartment. What you are responsible for is inside. If I come to your apartment and I trip on the rug,
bingo, you're in trouble. Right. Let's do a quick recap here, Sam, of what we talked about today, because we want to sort of sum up things. Okay. First of all, you want to update your insurance policy every 18 months?
Absolutely.
Second, do that personal inventory list. Take some pictures, make a list, the whole thing, and consider additional liability coverage.
Oh, yeah, I think you should.
Good areas. And install fire and burglar alarms, but make sure they're plugged in.
And make sure you let the insurance company know about it.
Good. All righty. Thank you very much, Sam Beller. We appreciate it. Okay. Gosh, you didn't even put the high pressure on us. See, there are some terrific insurance guys out there.
Thank you very much.
Sam, thank you. Thank you. Next, Allie shows you how to turn your garage into a guest room.
This sweet young thing just told my husband he's a very attractive, older man. I'm his age, so what does that make me?
Oil of Olay.
An older woman? Oh, never.
So similar to the fluid in young skin, penetrating quickly, adding softness and fullness.
I don't intend to grow old gracefully.
Oil of Olay.
Age looks so much better on a man.
Original and now sensitive.
If you had sensitive skin like I do, which moisturizer would you choose? One for sensitive skin, or one created for sensitive skin by the people whose skincare treatment has kept more faces looking younger, smoother, sexier than any other in the world? I know which one I'd choose.
Introducing new, white, fragrance-free Oil of Olay for sensitive skin.
Grow old gracefully? Are you kidding?
Burger medium? There are lots of burgers America goes out for, but there's only one America comes home for. Manwich, the burger with the works inside. Your ground beef and Manwich sauce all simmer together. Manwich, the burger with the works inside.
Recently, a serious topic has come up at breakfast. Oat Bran. But that doesn't mean you have to be so serious. Now that Kellogg introduces common sense Oat Bran waffles from Eggo, Oat Bran's never been so enjoyable. Seriously.
Here at the corner of Albany Street, where
no vegetables, huh?
No time.
The American Dietetic Association says vegetables are an important part of a balanced diet.
The City Fathers, in a combined effort
no
to
salad.
Too busy.
You need a V8.
When you can't get to eat vegetables, you can drink them. One delicious glass of V8 juice provides a serving of vegetables.
Didn't drink your V8, did you, Frank?
Drink V8. Keep your diet straight.
Allie here is pretty handy around the old house.
I am.
Yep. So over the weekend, we went to see her former garage, and it's a garage she's now turned into a guest room.
I bet you think I'm standing in front of my garage. Well, I am standing in front of my garage doors, but they're no longer part of my garage because they've become a gate. And this gate leads to what used to be the garage, which has now become a little guest cottage for my friends. My cousin and I built this cottage in a month for only about $4,000, including all the parts and labor. This deck, for example, we built in only one day, and we didn't use anything very fancy, just 2x4s that we stained white. And to make a railing, this railing, we went to a salvage yard and found these turrets, which were from an old abandoned house, and they only cost $5 a piece. And we just put a little railing on the top with 2x4s and a piece of molding, and it makes a great little railing. Then the windows, that was the real find. We found those all at salvage yards. This one, for example, was only $5, which new would cost a lot more. And this one's a little fancier. I think that might have been $30. And these French doors were only $7 a piece, and new, I think they cost now, you know, almost $300. So that was a real saving to put these in. So this is it. Welcome. Isn't it great? Now, when it started out, this place was a regular, horrible, dark garage. There were spiders all over with a cold cement floor. So what we did, the first thing we did was we built an elevated floor, got a white carpet, as you can see, at a garage sale, and really wanted to just lighten the place up. Put windows everywhere and made it white. And then for a space, we built a loft up here, which I'll show you. And it's really a wonderful space to sit and read or sleep, because you feel very separate from the rest of the house. And in the same way that we had to get all the building materials on a shoestring, we also had to decorate everything on a shoestring. So what we did is we went to a lot of great garage sales, and you can find great things very inexpensive at a garage sale, like these curtains, for example. These are just sheets that we found in an old trunk at an estate sale. The whole trunk was just $50 for lots and lots of sheets and pieces of lace and everything. And we just put them over the rod, tied ribbons on them in little tchotchkes, and we have curtains that would probably be very expensive if you bought them at a store. So why don't we go see if we can find a garage sale? Garage sales are usually listed in the classified ads. It's a good idea to check a sale out about an hour before it's scheduled to start to get the best bargains. And don't be afraid to rummage. There might be a treasure in that box of rags. And this, now see, this is all damaged here, but the quality of this silk is really great. So we can use this to, cover a pillow or something. And this, even though, see, it's been singed, it can come out, and that's a really beautiful, what is that, a pillowcase, I guess, yeah. That'll be really nice. Yeah, see, they have some great stuff here. Oh, and look at this. That's great.
You are a real carpenter. Did you do all that work?
No. My cousin's watching, and I have to be honest. He did most of the work.
But he's famous now.
He is. He's on Broadway right now in Phantom of the Opera. I'm so proud of him, David.
Good for you, David. And when you're off,
So,
come on back over and we'll finish the rest of Allie's house. Show us how to make these curtains.
I will.
Wait, you know what? This is the, look at.
Oh, that's from the garage sale.
We had this on the show yesterday. You paid $3 for it?
$3 for this beautiful picture.
Averaging
Isn't
out
that
to
nice?
$1.50 a day. Good. All right, here on the show. Let's make some curtains.
I'm the
like
Jack Benny of daytime TV. That's what my father called me last night.
Really? Do you still have the first nickel you ever earned?
No, it's gone.
Is it?
Yeah. Paid for this. So these curtains, these are the sheets actually that we got at that garage sale. See, it's I don't know if you can see on TV, but it's beautiful Belgian linen, real crisp and everything.
Someone was nuts to sell this.
And well, nobody likes to iron them anymore. They're hard to iron.
Yeah, they are. Nobody here wants to
people
iron.
here on the home show, but we can pretend that they're ironed. Anyway, what you do is you just hang this over the top of the rod. See, the rod would go in here. You fold it over, and you either sew the materials down or use safety pins. And what you safety pin is buttons, like these great buttons here, or paper flowers or silk flowers of any kind, and you just kind of string things down like that.
Come on over here and show us the old finished curtain.
This is the finished curtain. See, we just strung a pink ribbon through it with buttons all along, and then you take any old piece of lace like that.
And tie it
You
off.
tie it back, tack it there, and you have curtains.
Allie, thank you for bringing your wall down. And your curtains. Hey, stay with
This
us.
is part of the house.
Jackie Zeman from General Hospital is going to show us swimsuits that really flatter your body. Stay with us.
And you'll learn how to use
Curtains.
Wednesday.
Left in 66, home in 68. You're coming back to a different world.
Colleen goes home.
Why didn't you ever leave?
I belong here. You don't.
China Beach, Wednesday.
Join Weight Loss Clinic's Pounds Drop Quickly program and see the results. PDQ.
Went to the weight loss clinic, and within 16 weeks was back to my goal weight. I've lost 34 pounds in about 2.5 months, and it was incredible how fast it came off.
I've learned how to eat through the program, and I like what I have. I feel good physically.
The PDQ program is only $79 for a limited time. Call Weight Loss Clinic, where lives change.
Rick Bloom, 6 cups of coffee a day.
A lot of meetings today, and a lot of coffee.
For people who love a lot of coffee, now there's Perfect Balance from Hills Brothers. Lou Merrick, 8 cups.
Now more if I want to.
Perfect Balance tastes just as good as Folgers regular ground, but with half the caffeine. Mary Dixon, 10 cups.
I love coffee.
New Perfect Balance with half the caffeine. Enjoy all you want.
I like the way you make me laugh. I like the funny things you do. You gotta stop, it's all you're wrong. I like the Sprite in you.
Sprite, the only one with Lyman. The unexpected twist that makes us different.
I like the Sprite in you.
And if you think Diet Sprite can beat Diet 7-Up in taste tests, you're right. Diet Sprite with the winning twist of Lyman.
You're watching Cap 35 Yakima.
Yeah, it's Wednesday here on Home, and Wednesday means total blitzkrieg. Boy, it is crazy around here this morning.
This is fun.
We're having a good time.
Here we are.
Rob Weller back with Allie Mills, co-hosting all this week. The mom from Wonder Years.
That's me.
But we're learning that you're not just a mom. In fact, you're not a mom at all.
I'm
in real
not a
life.
mom at all.
You have no kids. You're not married.
No.
Just a beautiful, talented, single woman.
I always have to watch him. It makes me nervous when he starts with the adjectives.
We don't trust each other. We're having a lot of fun with Allie this week. And you know, it's you have to learn also to live graciously in life. You know, we're on such a time run all the time. We want you to feel better, not only about yourself. I just dropped something here. But we want you to make others feel good. And we're going to show you what we mean by living graciously later.
Good. And Kitty Bartholomew and Sally have the final project for the home show decorating contest. You know, Rob, there's nothing worse than that first day when you put a bathing suit on out at the summer, the first day of the summer, you're all white, and there's certain places that you don't particularly want to show. You wouldn't understand that, of course, the perfect
I thought you were talking about
body
me. Well, thank you very, very much. Mr. Pectorals, they call me around the shop here. Well, Jackie Zeman from General Hospital is going to show us some ways to help
perfect body.
Those hide those flaws and those figures that aren't just perfect. Jackie, good to see you.
Hi, Jackie. Thank you for having me back.
Nice to have you back. There's some new trends going on in swimming suits for this
Yeah,
year.
well, Rob, the string bikini is out.
No.
Finally.
Major bummer. See, guys like string bikinis, but I don't think a lot of women like string bikinis.
Well, the problem is very few women over the age of 18 look good in them.
That's right.
And this year what we have now is a trend to more suit, which is more of a designer look, more of an elegant look, more of a Vogue look, covers more areas of the body. We have a couple here that Esther Williams brought in from her line, which is kind of a 40s look, and it's very figure flattering, I'm sure you'll admit. And they're beautiful. They're fitted, they have flaps, we have skirts, we have support on the buttocks, support on the bust, and it's just all around very female, very attractive, and very pretty. Now we're going to have a fashion show, because I brought along some models.
Great. Thank you. This is a little camouflage with these.
Yes,
but we're going to
it
show you
is.
another way to camouflage other than the new style.
Now, are these girls, they're going to show us what, how to pick a suit? How to
pick
the right
a
suit
suit.
for your body?
Yes.
Oh, good.
We have
That's what I need to
examples.
know.
So everybody pay attention of a good suit and a bad suit. Now, this is a bad suit that Sharon's wearing. Her problem is that she's a little thick-waisted and she feels she's bottom-heavy. This suit is a mistake because the band draws attention to her waist. There's very little support for her breasts. And the bottom of the suit is just unattractive. This
now look
is
at-
the
what a
good suit.
difference.
What a difference.
Looks like an
What's that
hourglass.
done? I mean, it's done something. She looks great.
Well, she has support in her waist now. She has support
Waist
in her
looks tiny.
breasts. The legs are cut higher, so her legs look longer and thinner. And all around, it's a much more feminine, female, flattering look.
Isn't that amazing?
So for those of you who want to pull your waist in and are bottom heavy, look for a suit like this. Now we've got Eva. Eva feels that she's flat-chested. So this is her bad suit. What she did, and the mistake she made in this suit, is that she doesn't have any support. As you can see from the side, it's a very unflattering line. We've got the little bows at the waist, which do nothing to pull her waistline in. And even though the legs are cut high, the suit doesn't do anything to make her look curvy. It does absolutely nothing for her body. This, however, on the other hand,
Wait a minute,
is
the bikini is back.
fabulous.
Guys, we're saying.
Yay. Horizontal stripes are always a very good idea for someone if you want to make an area look larger. So if you're small-breasted, it's a good idea to look for a suit like this because it makes your top look a little wider and evens you out with the bottom. And of course, again, the legs being cut high, the back does give the buttocks support, but the legs are cut high to make them look long and thin. And Eva has a wonderful waistline. There's no problem there.
Kind of like mine.
It's all around
Basically,
flattering.
my
How come you're
same
not wearing one of
waistline.
these swimming suits?
Later.
Yeah.
You couldn't catch me in one.
All right, Jackie, you're doing great so far. What do you have next?
Okay, well now we have Rhonda, and her problem is that she's pear-shaped. She's smaller at the top and she's bigger at the bottom. This suit is all wrong because it's drawing attention to her buttocks.
Right.
Well, the different color fabric causes the lines to make that part of the suit stand out. You see the little bow at the back.
And those long legs always cut your legs off at a funny
angle. And it
Oh,
draws
now look at the
attention. Now
difference in that.
this brings your eye right to her waistline. And it looks very small and tiny. And the pink...
Waist look like a pin.
Yes, it paints a curve right into her body and makes it appear that she has a very tiny waist. And it's a much more of an hourglass look,
What a
a very
difference. Look
elegant
at that,
look. And extremely flattering.
Swimming suit designers really have a lot to think about because they can't just throw a little bobble or a bangle or a little piece of material in there because it can really goof up your body.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, next we have Roz. Now,
Did you think that was a good observation?
I did. Like many women, Roz feels that she has a problem with her tummy. And this is very good, especially women who are having babies later on in life. And it's tough to get your, you can get your weight back, but it's hard to get your tummy back. This suit is all wrong because it's not giving her any support in the breast. It's making her middle look much wider than it really is.
The polka dots accent that, don't they?
Oh, yeah, the polka dots just draw your eyes right into it. And
that's
this
a great
one, on
suit.
the other hand, we got the
Roz, you look
geometrics.
dynamite.
Again, we have the curves painted on, also the zipper for good support. The legs, again, are cut very high to make her legs look very tall and narrow. And it's a geometric suit. I mean, the color also, notice on her skin tone. Color is very important.
Nice, Roz.
To get something that's
Got one
flatter.
more, Jackie?
Yes, Crystal. Crystal, this is our last suit. Crystal is big boned. She's tall, and she has stocky legs and very fair skin. This suit is all wrong for her because it's a big, bold print. Our eye is drawn
don't help.
right to her middle.
I have a flowered suit.
Do you have a flowered suit?
Yeah, it's not flattering.
It's not flattering.
No.
The back is unflattering because it's cut higher in the back, and although it's trying to hide her thighs, by covering up the thighs, it doesn't
It ain't
cut
working.
them down. It's
It ain't
better
working,
sometimes
yeah.
to pick them up. Look what happens. As soon as you pick up the legs, it makes her body look longer, thinner. By making the neckline a little higher on the suit and cutting in the sleeves, we get a much longer, slimmer line. And this is a cut suit that would be flattering on a lot of women, particularly if you're in the beginning of the summer, before you've done all of your sit-ups and you need to lose weight.
Yeah, right. Run around on the beach and gotten down to a svelte 103 pounds.
That's right.
Like, how many people are 103? Jackie, those are terrific.
Thank you.
Good suggestions, wonderful suggestions. Those suits do keep you cool. Can I just show this real quick? I'm out of time. This is a little summer gizmo. Put this on. Look what it is. Watch, all right? I'm really mad at you, so I hit you with... Wait a minute. It's squirting. Who's squirting me? Can you see what... Look at... This is great. This is good for parents, not for kids. It's called a cool new product. It's called Glazers. They're $5. It's a sunglass squirt gun. Jackie, thanks very much. But duck for your own safety.
Look out, girls!
We'll be right back. We want to show you how to live gracious. Oh, nice tease. Live graciously and more flatteringly without these sunglasses. We'll be right back.
Introducing Fisher-Price Basketball on Wheels. It's the game that makes rookies feel like pros. New Fisher-Price Basketball. It's the only home court that travels.
Presenting Fisher-Price Sports. Take a look at these kids play. This baseball game has it all. It's got bases. There's Rocky stealing third. It's got everything you need to turn small stars into all-stars. Fisher-Price Baseball.
Color Tile introduces Color Carpet, the incredible new place where you can get over 1,000 beautifully rich carpet colors. Choose your shade now and get fantastic introductory savings on all Stainmaster carpet only from DuPont, starting as low as $8.99. Plus, buy one room of Color Carpet and get 25% off anything else at Color Tile. Shop now for the color carpet you want in just the color you've dreamed of. New Color Carpet, only at Color Tile.
Boy, you should drink a lot of orange juice.
Uh-huh.
How come?
Because I like it.
I like it too. Better than apple juice?
Uh-huh.
How come?
Because it's good and good for you.
Yeah.
Orange juice. It's got the vitamins, minerals, and taste that make you feel so good.
If I drink a lot of orange juice, I get big as you.
Yeah, but, you'll still be my little brother.
100% pure Florida quality orange juice. It makes you feel so good.
Lunchtime. Good lunch with fresh baked whole grain breads. Good then, good now in today's Roman meal. Natural whole grain goodness. Make one meal a day a Roman meal.
My husband's family's from Sicily. Last summer, we sampled its fine cuisine, and now we use Classico di Sicilia ripe olive and mushroom sauce. It's excellent.
Classico di Sicilia. Authentic regional pasta sauce.
No, I'm all composed now after. Would you pay attention? I'm all composed now after swimsuits and squirt guns and the whole thing. There's something. It's time to be good to yourself. Did you ever have one of those days when you wanted to sort of throw the laundry out?
Yeah, today.
Yeah. Just say, hey, I don't want no kitchen floor today. I can't do it. I need some help. Well, help's on the way.
Alexandra Stoddard believes that we can live better by living more graciously. And she's with us today to share some of her secrets with us.
Hi, Alexandra.
I want
How
to
are you?
know about this philosophy of living graciously, and I want to start right now.
We all do.
Well, the secret is that if you spend 10% of your waking hours for yourself, to pamper yourself, then you'll have 90% of your life to give away to others, and that's only an hour and a half a day, 11 hours a week. It's magic, it works, and it's wonderful. We all would love to go to a health spa for the weekend, but we don't have time. We're in a
Who's
time
got the
crunch.
bucks?
We're in a time crunch. So we can have some wonderful sea sponges from the bath oils. You can slice up a lemon or a lime and throw that in the tub.
You just throw it
It's
in the
fun.
water?
Sure, you might be sick of cooking, but you can bring all this stuff to the bathroom and just pamper
love it.
yourself. And
Smells great.
all of
That's
these
for
things
sure.
that you do if you were in a health spa for the weekend, you can save all that money and just do it at home. It's fun. So what would be wonderful, it would be to take some rose petals and put them in a handkerchief and wrap it around and put it over the faucet so that you can have the water softened by the rose petals.
Wait,
Save
so
your
does
rose
the
petals.
water
You
drip?
put
water
the water
into it?
Sure, you just let it get moist, and then it makes it aromatic and it softens. And then you can
It
have
smells
some
so beautiful here. What is
lavender,
that? Oh, lavender.
mint.
See, the whole idea
Great.
here
I
is
love this.
you've got to nurture yourself. You've got to
Verbena.
take good care of yourself.
But you know, women particularly are good at nurturing others, but we forget to nurture ourselves.
Yeah.
And we have to not wait for permission, but just do it once, every single day. Look what you can do with your mouthwash. You can put your mouthwash in a pretty little jar that you have left over from your cologne.
I love that.
Now,
Sure, and you know, you'd find
We
those
all-
at garage sales.
Sure, you would.
Wouldn't you? Seriously.
Now let me I just would. see. How am I doing?
Not bad. My
Not
breath
bad.
is getting better.
Well, in the bathroom there's a lot of running water, so if you spill. But who wants to see the
These are
ugly things?
beautiful. I
Get rid of
love
the
that.
plastic.
Get rid of
Get
the,
back
yeah,
to
that's
glass.
right, that's right. And a salt shaker. We all have salt shakers in our kitchen.
Yeah.
Well,
What do you put in there?
Put your powder right in the salt shaker.
That's great.
And then shake away and have a good time.
I have all
fun.
these things to do at home today.
The reason for this
Your
is
bathroom's gonna look
if you're
great after
happy,
this show.
if you're happy, you can make other people happy. Isn't it true? How many times have you?
I
See?
make Rob happy every minute, right, Rob?
Alexandra,
this is-
I'm into the sponges, and yes, you do make me very happy, Allie, and
what I do.
all the potpourri. But now we're going to grade some
This
cheese.
is the kicker. This is the kicker.
Cheese goes in the bath water.
Okay, just watch. This is cassis soap. Now, I'm really a little bit sick of cooking, but isn't it fun to have cassis soap and smell it?
Oh, that's
Any soap you
beautiful.
want.
And then you
You
have
can
all
have-
these. What do you do
yeah.
with these chips?
Why don't you do it?
Look at this in the pretty
Here.
jar there. Want to watch
Shave
me
it.
make soap
Yeah.
chips?
Yeah.
Make it.
Go for it,
Just
Allie.
don't be
You
uptight. You just
feel the
loosen up. Loosen up. Just do it. That's right.
Oh,
Isn't
look
that
at
fun?
that.
And everyone is a little different. Everyone has a different texture.
And that
But
makes
just
like
keep
a
this
spray.
keep it in a basket by your bathtub and just bring the
Beautiful.
children in and
Can I
have
see these chips?
have a wonderful bath.
So pretty.
It's a nice present to give to a friend too.
Beautiful.
Smell.
Especially when it's not nurturing themselves.
You know what?
If
I'd
you've got
like
a
to-
friend who's too frenetic and not living the good life,
Allie,
tell them to slow
I'm going to give
down.
this to you as a present. Because it's so, if you do something for yourself, then you automatically want to share it with somebody else.
Well, thank you very much.
Now, what about wallpaper? What is this down here?
I think we need to
No,
help
this is
Rob
sugar.
out. Let's give him a gift.
No. Thanks for the soap, Allie.
In this hour plus, now you say that.
I will.
In this
I'll tell
hour
you
plus
both.
that you give to yourself, this hour and a half a day, you might get inspired to do something for your house because anything that gives you pleasure. It's just that you're not on duty for other people. So you might clean up your linen closet and iron Granny's tablecloth and actually use it for dinner tonight, and put that neatly on the shelf and line your shelf with a scented drawer shelf liner. But you could even use wallpaper and just spray it with your favorite cologne. And then you can line the shelf with a grosgrain ribbon, and so this wonderful paper lace that you can buy so inexpensively.
It's so pretty.
So actually, beauty.
Even your jacket would look good lying on the shelf paper.
Beauty gives you energy, and so you're going to do these things anyway, and you can have a fun time doing.
And
something.
go out and buy yourself a
Make
good
little
pair of
extra
red
effort.
shoes.
Well, if you have red shoes, you want to polish them, obviously, and put a shine and a smile on the shoes. So you just put some shoe trees in and make them a little. Go the extra effort. In other words, do two things at once. Don't just clean up and tidy up the house.
Cedar blocks?
These are cedar blocks, and after about 2 years, you can shave them with sandpaper, and they'll just smell. You can feel as though you're in a cedar forest. It's wonderful. It gives you.
Is that cedar in your shoes?
Yes, cedar shoe trees.
And the plants?
And you might want to repot a plant. It not only gives you pleasure, it's therapeutic to do, and it's fun, but it'll make everybody else feel
You
good.
love to do that, don't you, Rob?
I seriously.
Putterer in your backyarder.
Mr. Putterer. But I love it. It makes me feel good. You know what? Stay with us, because we'll have some other ways in your life that you can live graciously. Stay with us.
Splish, splash, wash my hair in a dash. Right before my Saturday date. What a pain, got a clog in my drain. Grab your Drano, hey, it's blue and smells great. Poured in new fresh scent liquid Drano. Soon that clog was old news. Drano's dynamite on clogs, and now my drain is fresh too. Y'all dogs, say goodbye to tough clogs. New fresh scent Drano clears your drain and leaves it smelling fresh again. Now I'm splishing and I'm splashing.
Clear and deodorize with new Fresh Scent Drano.
You know, it seems like just yesterday that he called me Mommy. Now he's even got his own cars, his own Hot Wheels. Oh, they're his favorite because they look so real. He pretends he's putting out fires and building buildings. Some days he gets lost in those Hot Wheels cars for hours.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Huh?
You're standing on my parking lot.
Oh, sorry.
Hot Wheels, just the vehicle for your child's imagination.
4 years ago, I wound up in the hospital after I hurt my Achilles tendon in a basketball game. I hobbled around on it for a couple of days. The doctor told me I had to go to the hospital, and while I was there, the hospital gave me Tylenol. Worked great for me, and got rid of all the pain that I had.
Greg Denton trusts Tylenol, the pain reliever hospitals use most.
I trust Tylenol because it's done the right things for me, and the hospital recommended it, so that makes me feel even better.
Now try new gelatin-coated gel caps, only from Tylenol.
Oh, boy!
Can I get to that seat, please? Is this seat taken? Oh, it's crowded.
Aren't you glad you used Dial?
We are sorry to
Don't you wish everybody did?
An all-new night of comedy. What a Wednesday. First on Growing Pains, the Seavers make waves cruising the high seas. Then
We will meet you on the field of battle.
it's the geeks versus the nerds on Head of the Class. And Robert Guillaume is dressed for success.
Could I, see someone in, please?
Then Coach is caught in a lie.
What kind of man are you?
I don't know. Coach. I don't know. Growing Pains, Head of the Class, the Robert Guillaume Show. Coach. An all-new Wednesday.
We're back with interior designer Alexandra Stoddard and the rest of our gang today. Jackie Zeman and Sally Marshall and Kitty Bartholomew.
And Alexandra's new book is called Living Beautifully Together. So now we're going to look at some ideas that you can share with other people. Why don't you start it off, Alexandra?
Well, when you pick up your children at school, wouldn't it be wonderful to make the extra effort and get a helium balloon and have one for your child and one for a friend? Or when you buy the little ballet slippers for your daughter, hand paint them with some acrylic paint and put your daughter's initials, Alexandra Brandon Stoddard. I did those for Alexandra. But it's fun, it's very easy. For example, if you want to give a present to a friend, you can wrap it in a little napkin It could be something as simple as a little egg. And just wrap it. Takes just a second. Or
just don't say, you know, by the way, your scrambled eggs last week were awful.
This is an iShare basket. You have it always ready with your ribbons and your scissors, already pre-wrapped. Just a ribbon, you know, friendship book with a ribbon. It's always
like my
there.
gift.
Even the simplest thing. That's right. That's right. You always feel what you want to give to other people if you feel happy with yourself. And lots of times you just feel like wrapping presents. It's so easy. This is a kitchen towel that I got for 69 cents and a little thing of tea.
You can make a friend for life with something like that.
That's right. And
in fact, I'm thinking of giving one to Allie.
Be generous with your ribbon, because that's something that somebody else can reuse. They can iron it and reuse it. Even a shopping bag, you can put your own ribbons on it.
Darling.
So you just tie a knot. You just tie a knot and whip it through. And you have a custom-made little, voila, shopping bag.
Jackie, do you have a suggestion there to live your life
and
more
I think this one is brilliant, based on the premise that the written word is always, we pay more attention to it than the spoken word. If you have a friend who's going through a difficult time or you think needs some support, write their name down on a piece of paper and one of these stick-em things, and just stick it on your bathroom mirror so that it's the first thing you see in the morning and the last thing before you go to bed at night. And it'll just give you a reminder to send that person some good thoughts or do something special for them.
That's
or
right.
offer to help them.
You know what the Lone Ranger always said, Jackie? To have friends, you have to be a friend. That's how I've lived my life.
I thought that was
That's right.
Friend, I think you're the best.
Sal, how about you?
Breakfast in bed for your sweetheart on a Sunday morning. For not just your sweetheart, but for you too. Some croissants, maybe some tea and a rose, and let the petal of the rose float in the tea, and some juice and maybe a little almond soap, and the his and her newspapers, so you don't fight over the calendar section.
Good.
You've each got your own.
And then just stay in bed all Sunday.
That's
just
right.
read and eat and have a good time. Kitty, how about you?
Well, my suggestion is mystery trips. I have a couple pals, and we tend to be very sensitive to one another. We see that we really need a break. Maybe it's a manicure. Pals, I'm ready for a mystery trip here. But just say, okay, Tuesday from 2 to 4, block it out. I'm going to take you on a mystery trip and take them to have a massage. Make the appointment for them. Maybe they wouldn't do it themselves.
Good idea.
Great idea.
Yeah.
And a mystery trip to Bermuda, sweetie, would be a great idea for us.
Be more than 2 hours.
All right. Jackie, thank you very much. Alexandra, thank you. Nice having you with us
Nice
today.
to be back. Thank you.
Now, Kitty and Sally, don't you guys go away, because
No.
they're going to be right back with their final project in the home show decorating contest.
Some people still haven't tried A&W Cream Soda. We know who you are.
Trish, have you seen my blue shirt?
Hi, I'm going to be living with you until you try an A&W cream soda.
Trish!
It's so smooth and mellow. Ooh-wee. Do I smell dinner?
Who's that?
So you have a choice. Try a regular or diet A&W Cream Soda. Or try living with this man. Pour yourself an A&W Cream Soda.
The Susina Plantation serves a zesty Italian pasta salad.
I'll say.
On the French buffet at the Black Bass Inn.
Chicken Dijon pasta salad.
From the recipes of great country inns come new country recipe pasta salads. The only ones with chunky, moist-packed vegetables, like crispy carrots or ripe, juicy olives, tossed with fancy pasta shapes and fresh dressings.
Great light lunch.
Or after-school snack or late-night bite. New country recipe brand pasta salads from Uncle Ben's.
Fingerprints on glass, spots on mirrors. Every day I clean them. Spray on the cleaner, scrub with one paper towel, dry with another. 3 messy steps. But now there's Glassmates wipes with liquid cleaner built in. You just wipe and leave wet. Glassmates dries to a shine. No streaks.
Try new Glassmates. It's one step easy.
In this corner, extra strength Lysol toilet bowl cleaner. In this corner, tough stains and germs. The Heavyweight has the muscle to knock out tough hard water stains. Kills germs too. Still the champ. Extra strength Lysol toilet bowl cleaner. The Heavyweight.
To see how a bathroom gets this shiny clean, you have to go back to the beginning. To fresh-scented Lysol Basin Tub and Tile Cleaner. Lysol has the power to cut through dirt and soap scum, and it disinfects. Try Fresh Scent Lysol. It's how the shiniest bathrooms get their start.
Oh, I love teasing Allie during the commercial breaks. Once again, though, it's contest time, and Kitty and Sally are back. Hi, gang.
Hi.
Good to see you. Ready for one more, huh?
Sure are. As you all remember, I hope, the Home Show bought a duplex in Los Feliz, California, and the split-level decorating duties were divided up between Kitty and Sally.
This is your last chance to win. That's what our contest is all about. If you come up with the best idea, you can win a prize. So today, we are announcing a joint venture. The two brain trusts have teamed up on this one. What is it, Kitty?
Okay, our joint venture is the roof, the garage roof. It's a two-car garage roof. There it is. It's an eyesore.
Yeah, it ain't exactly beautiful.
No, it's an eyesore from my unit, which is above, and Sally's from down below. Structurally, it's not made for a lot of people to be walking around, so it wouldn't be great to have a party. So we really want to camouflage it only.
A party.
We really just want to camouflage
Just camouflage
it. It can't hold a lot of pots. If the weight is distributed evenly, it will hold about 20 to 30 pounds per square foot. So it's really kind of, just something picturesque and something to draw your eye away from the basic
In other words,
ugliness.
it's a lost cause, but we're going to save it.
No, nothing is ever lost.
Oh, I like
no,
that philosophy,
yes,
Sally.
absolutely. Well, what we're going to do is measure first. It's about 10 feet high from the ground up. As you can see, there is a lip, which is about some places it's 1.5 feet to 2 feet. The front there is 2 feet high. And there's a Spanish half-round tile that goes around the top, and it's about a 15-foot, width. So think painting, think all different kinds of things.
You can't just
to
fill it with
camouflage.
water and go swimming.
And
That's
go
heavy.
swimming.
Yeah.
Is that what your idea was? Make a pool out of it?
What a good idea.
Turn it into a little
Put a
swimming
couple of beach umbrellas and mannequins floating in it.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Be like being at the beach.
Oh, that's a great idea. Unfortunately, you're ineligible. Today's joint project is Kitty and Sally's garage roof, and here are the rules. Here's our fabulous announcer. From now until May 12th, we'll ask you for decorating ideas for specific projects. If Home selects your idea as the winning entry, you'll receive a Tappan microwave oven and a selection of Magla home helpers, easy wipes, sponges, and other quality products to make all your household chores easy. Each prize package is worth between $200 and $300, and the winning idea for each project will be chosen for being the most original, applicable, and affordable. Only one prize will be awarded for each project. In the event that 2 or more entries for a specific project are substantially similar, the entry providing the most descriptive, detailed, and well-written explanation of the idea will be declared the winner. All entries become the property of Home, and the decision of Home is final. Now here's how to enter. Our fax number is 213-520-2108, and it's open 24 hours a day. We'd like you to fax us. Don't mail them, but fax your name, address, phone number, and your decorating idea for the specific project described on Home. Remember that each entry must have the name of the project on the top and can be no longer than one 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. The winners will be announced on the air as we decide, and they'll be officially notified by mail no later than May 26th.
Ideas for today's project, Kitty's and Sally's garage roof, must be received by 5 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesday, May 3rd. So crank up those fax machines and good luck to all of you.
Kitty and Sally, what are we going to do with you guys? I mean, when the contest is over?
Oh, we still have more work to do after the contest is over, and then we'll wrap it all up.
And then we'll go on vacation.
That's
Oh,
right.
no. No, because we'll have a canasta tournament, and we'll have to come down and play. We'll play canasta and bridge and all that sort of stuff.
We'll go swimming at our pool up on the roof.
Yeah, I love it. Well,
In
tomorrow,
our new swimsuits.
we're going to talk about your dental health. How are your teeth? Are they good?
I think they're
They're
fair.
very, very nice.
Thank you.
But we're going to tell you what your mother didn't teach you.
And our series on protecting your future, good luck, Rob, continues with the 5 things that women should know about legal issues.
Gosh, and Leon Kaplan gives us a lesson in maintaining a car's air conditioner. Also going to have some new products for your pets. On a personal note, we want to extend our sympathies to Lucy Arnaz and her family, the loss of the world-loved Lucy. She's gone. We're thinking of you, Lucy. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. If you'd like more information on the segments you've seen on this week's shows, you'll find it in our weekly home newsletter, number 68. Just send $1 to Home Newsletter, issue number 68, Post Office Box 92719, Rochester, New York, 14692.
For a look at tomorrow's weather today, join meteorologist Mark Lee on the area's first news tonight at 5:30. Now stay tuned for Sally Jesse Raphael coming up next.
Every minute of every hour, Code 1. Then Dave takes on Maddie's bodyguard when he suspects him of doing her harm on an all-new Moonlighting. Now stay tuned for Growing Pains next.